Hi guys, it's Nancy here and I'm back with another process video, and this is using some older bits and pieces from my stash, and I'm going to be scrapping 4 photos. These were all 4x6 or the slightly amended 4x6, and I think it'll be 5 in the end. No, I think I just used 4. I think I ended up putting one of those away. And I'm just going to crop these down so I can make a square to use, and I'm going to mount that up on that wood grain paper, which is a Simple Stories wood grain paper, which I love because it's wood grain. That background, the kind of scallop design you can see, that is an older piece from Studio Calico. Came in a grab bag that someone sent me, and the page that this is going to be sitting opposite in my album has the scalloped open book Maggie Holmes paper. So I kind of wanted them to go together. I kind of had in mind that I wanted them to work. So these are a variety of portrait shots from Alpine Lake, where we stopped when we had just come off the panoramic highway. And I'm just pulling out a whole mixture of stash. And these are some cards which come from the Ali Edwards Stories kit. And these come from my lovely friend Karen. She subscribes to the kit, and she had some cards that she wasn't going to use. A lot of them were travel themed, and I absolutely love them, and I had them in my stash, and so I decided to pull this one out, and I love it, and it's going to be kind of a main part of like my cluster that I'm going to build. And it says "Love travelling with you," and there was this orange on white geotag on the back, so I've managed to use a little bit of that as well in my layers. So that today card is just a Project Life card, which came from Me My Big Ideas, I believe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my roller stamp, which I've refound and fallen back in love with. I'm just going to roll some walnut stain, frayed burlap, I can't remember what it's called, and also some barn door with the arrows, just to build a little bit of texture in the background. Again, this is something I've done quite similar on the other page, but this will be sitting opposite. Of course, Route 66 Mist is coming out, because I can't make a layout without it. Put in some yellow on, can't seem to make a layout without that at the moment either. This happens with sitting on my desk. So just pulled some mist out, just to make that sort of background decoration. So, I'm putting some turquoise on. Oh, I'm getting a little bit exotic now. And lots of dilutions as well. Oh, definitely me. So, I'm going to ink around my papers, just because then I'm going to be kind of building up, and they're quite a stark white, and that background has got cream in it, so just inking those edges is just going to help everything merge together. This is me being impatient, just rolling off some of that ink, and I can't be bothered to wait for it to dry. So, what I'm going to be doing is also doing some stamping, and this is a Studio Calico roller stamp, and I'm just stamping like go see do, adventure, road trip, I don't know, different stuff in the background. This is again just got out on my desk, so it's going to be used quite a lot in a few layouts, because I'm a creature of habit and I can't be bothered to put stuff away. So I'm going to stick that down and start to build my cluster up. I love Alpine Lake. It was so beautiful. We just came across it. It was stunning. It's kind of what I think of when I think of, I don't know, kind of like, I don't want to say America, but do you know what I mean? It kind of just reminds me of, it's not what you necessarily find in the UK. It had a very American look to it. I mean, I've gone to lots of lochs and lakes and stuff in the UK, and they just don't have that American-y feel. Where this did. I know what I mean. So, just wanted to do a page just capturing all of the various shots we had. We got quite good at taking pictures of all of us. We've got a couple of group shots with like group selfies, and like the Alcatraz, when we got on the boat we got a photo as well. So yes, there's a few bits and pieces like that, but there's lots of them are just like these candid shots as well. So I'm just going through a variety of stash bags around me. I found these freckled fawn bits and pieces with a little wood arrow that says this, which I like. It says "Love travelling with you," and I like the fact that I can point to this. I love this. Kind of worked for me. So now I'm going to think, okay, I need to build my layers up. And this is where I'm going to do go from a massive box of different embellishments and bits and pieces, pull loads of stuff out, stick it on, and see what happens. Did put a paper clip out there, and I've put that on the top of the card. I tend to not use paper clips. I was watching someone's video the other day, I can't remember whose it was, and they just slipped a little paper clip over the top of one of their layers, and I was like, well, yes, that's what I can do to use some of these paper clips up. So that's just a little gold heart one, so that works quite well with the other tones of this layout. So now I'm going to start, excuse me, to build up my custards. So I'm putting a little doily down there. I then have an a vellum piece that says adventure. I've got a bit of washi tape. I've got all sorts going on down there, really. This piece that says something about also lovely or something, that is from a Maggie Holmes one, I believe, crepe paper one. So I'm going to be putting that in. Just lots of little bits that I had lying around. I've also pulled those epoxy camera stickers out. Again, there's one of those on the opposite layout that I'm going to be using. I love them so much. And they were Recollections brand, I believe, that someone sent me. Can't remember who, because I'm a really bad person. But yes, so I'm going to be doing that, sticking one of those on. I've then gone through the Market Street, My Mind's Eye Market Street, went through their die cut pack and pulled out a few bits. There's a gold pink circle, there's a couple of labels that I'm going to add in, little like twiggy bits. I'm going to build a little cluster on the top of there as well. Just so the bottom bit is not too crowded, and I'm liking how that's looking. So I'm just going to start sticking these bits and pieces down, just going for it. And I just like all the kind of really autumnal tones here. I mean, it looks kind of quite rich and naturey. I mean, it wasn't autumn, of course, because we went in July. It kind of works. So I'm sticking that epoxy camera there down on the bottom. Just looking at a few other bits in my stash, as I always do. I'll start pulling other bits out. There's this piece which comes from an old Jelly Bean soup collection which says Detour, which this was because of the whole sat-nav drama. So that kind of worked in well. Then I'm just looking at what else I can add. So I use some of these authentic, are they? I think they might be authentic. To put my SFO on there because this is the San Francisco part of my album. I'm just going to stamp my date on there as well, adding a little bit of gold mist, and then I'm going to find some stickers to put my title on here. Trying to get through and use some of these stickers because I'm a sticker hoarder, but I'm also kind of quite fickle when it comes to stickers. I'll have a pack out on my desk and I'll use them until I can't use them anymore. Which I have done with these. These are a nice skinnier one. So I'm just putting my title down. I'm having to glue these down, of course, because they're very old and they're all falling off anyway. And I'm putting just the title, The Gang, because I like there's a picture of, you know, of all of us. Me and my boyfriend's mum, my boyfriend and his mum, my boyfriend and his mum's partner, and then my boyfriend. It was kind of just nice pictures of all of us. And some of them are like candid shots and a little bit funny and blurry, but I really like them. So I've just done that, and I then found this, which is a fancy pants arrow, and I'm just sticking that down. Again, it's the right tones, and I'm going to mount this up, and this is actually a piece from the Warm and Cozy Jen Hadfield. I'd used it on another layout, just loved it, so I'm using that to mount the layout on. So that is it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this layout and this rather erratic, to me, narration. Thanks very much, guys. Bye!